The goal for the International Traveling Exhibit Anne Frank, A History for Today, is to inform visitors about the history of the Holocaust from the perspective of Anne Frank and her family, but the perspective of student docents who lead guided tours shapes the presentation. Eighth grader Solomon Jacobitz, who will be traveling to Berlin, Krakow, and Prague the summer of his freshman year, said he signed on to the exhibit for the learning opportunity, but has become aware of the teaching experience as well.
It's really cool, especially when some younger kids come around. It's cool teaching them about it. It's a hard subject. It's terrible what happened, and especially when kids are around, I kind of have to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah.
The panels hint at topics like the fragility of democracy, feelings of racial superiority, and the march toward genocide. But students usher crowds through with brief explanations of what they see in the photos. Mike Coulter said it is not a subject that he would normally bring up in Auburn, but said the students are doing a good job in their role.
I mean, there's a lot of information there, and they go over it, and I think there's a lot more to say about it too.
Students tell visitors about Anne Frank receiving her diary at age 13, the same age as many of them. They point out concentration camp photos where Jewish people are being divided into two lines. Liston Crotty told her group that people under the age of 15 were not expected to be strong workers, so they were ordered to the line that went immediately to the gas chamber.
It's kind of crazy. I'm 13, she's 14, so 15-year-olds being sent to the gas chambers. Yeah, it's weird to think about us in that time, like what would have happened to us.
Crotty and 8th grader Alexa Jansen said the subject matter is difficult but important.
Some of the pictures are kind of hard to look at, but it's just very educational, and I think it's good to learn about. So
yeah, like some people say, like you have to learn about your mistakes so you don't make them again. Mm-hmm. So I think this is a good thing to do.
Crotty encourages exhibits, camp visits, or museums to anyone who needs to understand the historical realities of the Holocaust.
Because it is a real thing that happened, and people need to accept that and just try and learn from it. And it's something everybody needs to know.
Media specialist Julie Lambert and English teacher Carrie Jennerett chose the 9th and 8th graders for the roles as docents. From Auburn, I'm Dan Swanson, News Channel, Nebraska.